All right, we're live. Do we have anybody tonight? No, we don't have any participants tonight. So, there's just it's how it goes. No, nobody showed up. So, uh, we got a couple things to talk about tonight. So, but panelists are not one apparently. The link is down now, but earlier today, California doxed the name, address, and date of birth of all CCW holders in the state. Uh, it was not a leak or breach. It was an intentional release. Includes applicants, not just license holders. Unfortunately, they took that page down right away after everybody, latched onto it. I don't know if they may have done it intentionally. It may have been done unintentionally. We don't know, but knowing California, probably intentionally. That's what happened today. What else happened today? A video came out today of Captain Sundown, President Biden, going on record to his son over the phone that his son was in the clear now. Apparently, over something that happened in 2019 about his son having issues with a Chinese oil tycoon or whatever. Yeah, and apparently Biden went on record saying, "Hey, he didn't have any knowledge of his son's business dealings, but Biden lied, as every good politician does." You know, them 40 years in politics finally paying off. Okay, Man Against the Masses says he left Smash Time stream with Paul of Legally Armed America to come to your stream. Thank you, Man Against the Masses. Thank you. Uh, so that's that. I mean, we were talking. I was talking with Sean. I really wish Sean was here. I sent him a link, but he didn't jump in. But we were talking about some other topics tonight, and I was completely blindsided by a phone call this afternoon. Mark Novak, of Anvil Gunsmithing. Uh, he does the Anvil Gunsmithing on his YouTube channel. Yeah, I was talking to him because I'm going to have him help me with my Garand headspace and bolt for it. So that's gonna be interesting. Uh, yeah. Mark Novak is a legend. He's a legend here straight out of Charleston. So he's in the area. I'm not gonna tell you where he is, but he's gonna help me with that. We got Shetty Hill Homestead out there. And Swampy. Hello, Swampy. AR Gun 1776 is out there. So I'm gonna do that this week, It's going to be interesting because Mark's got a lot of great stories. I mean, honestly, I want to get him on Hit or Miss once sometime to have him just tell us about gunsmithing stories and whatnot. So there we go. So with that, as far as other topics today, I wanted a couple people in here so that we could discuss some of the Supreme Court decisions because last week we had the pro gun Supreme Court decision. Then we had the meltdown Roe v. Wade court decision, and then on Friday they had the the court decision for the high school football coach that got fired for praying. I think it's after games or before games or something like that. And the court voted in his favor, saying that the district violated his rights, and they did. They violated his rights. So very, very interesting. Oh, look who just woke up. Look who woke up. George.
Hi.
You just
How's it going?
so.
Yeah.
If I was wondering, yes, we are using GunTube Chamber. All the server upgrades worked, and we finally gotten through most of the growing pains, but all at the expense of my awesome beard.
Oh boy.
Now I'm just down to a goatee. I got attacked.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So.
Oh boy.
Yep. It's gone. It's gone. All I've got is a ferret now.
Yeah, I was checking on YouTube and I saw uh somebody was having a live show and it said GunTube News or GunTube something, and I was like, what? And I look and it was somebody else, and there's somebody else that uses a GunTube as a for the show, I guess,
Yeah, I know.
And I was kind of like, oh, that's not Night Strike.
So
So I was looking
there's that. So that's pretty much what's been going on. And then I wanted to touch on Captain Sundown's fallacy, saying as soon as he got back from the G7, he would go and fix this whole thing with executive orders. When Captain Sundown is showing his I don't know how the government works by saying that, because an executive order cannot override a Supreme Court ruling. The Supreme Court ruling is like the last tier of rulings from the government saying this is this. The Senate can't override the Supreme Court. The presidency cannot override a Supreme Court decision.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court decision is final. That's why it's called the final decision.
Mm-hmm. And like if the president did something, like he was signing in something, a judge can kind of like block it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can block, say he does some kind of law or something, then all of a sudden the judge may not find it. Nope, sorry, can't do that. Well, wow. So how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. So
all right, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So that's just what's going on. In the world. I was hoping to get more people in so we could talk about some of the Supreme Court decisions, but unfortunately, no one showed up. Like true fashion.
Well, hopefully they'll start showing up.
Yeah, right.
Because you've been coming on Tuesdays pretty much, on time and stuff, and it's just like Thursday, Friday, and any other day, maybe if you do a show, what call it.
Expect the Friday night strike probably to be a few minutes late, just because I've got shit to do, like everybody else.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Understandable.
And last week it was late because I was in the middle of setting up some new light switches, because I got some new smart light switches that I was swapping out. And
I saw you did a Saturday show,
and I had to do that. I didn't do a Saturday, not this week. I don't think
that was that was like about a week ago or so. It was
that was last week because Travis wasn't there. And Travis may or may not be here tonight. He's at a friend's birthday party right now.
Ah, okay.
So we may or may not have a Travis later on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't do his Saturday chat.
Yep. Nope.
In the morning, So I was kind of like,
he did not. He did not. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing that I was kind of wondering was that since this past Saturday, the president signed that bipartisan bill, for
gun control
and stuff. Nobody was making videos. Nobody was making videos or talking about it.
Well, you know why a lot of people aren't talking about it? And I hate to say this, and I'm going to sound like an ass for saying this. A lot of the people that do gun videos and gun news videos, they're not talking about it because it doesn't affect us.
Mm-hmm.
It does and it doesn't in a roundabout way. Okay, I'll explain. The new gun laws that they put in place are for youngins.
Yeah, they're for the young people.
They're for
Outside of the red.
youngins. So if you are 21 years of age or older, then if you're older than 21, then the laws don't apply.
Yeah.
Those laws don't apply to you. Do I like the laws? Do I think they're necessary? Absolutely not. They will not help one darn minute. But the problem is the Democrats had to get something through to prove that, hey, we're doing stuff instead of dicking you over every minute of the day. Which they're still dicking you over.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was just wondering. Like, so they didn't make any complaint videos or something like that. Like a rant.
A lot of people have. I've already voiced my unhappiness of it. We don't need more gun control. We need those motherfuckers to actually follow the damn laws that are written on the books, but nobody listens.
You see, and that's what I
hate having to curse. I hate having to curse. I don't want to curse on this because it just pisses me off when we talk about this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, I'm Mr. Shall Not Be Infringed. But the reason nobody's talking about it is because most of the people that talk about guns and gun rights, they're over the age of 21. So technically the laws do not apply to them. They apply to those younger. But again, even if the law does not apply to you, you should be offended. You should be angry at the fact that they passed more gun control and the fact that they're making it harder for your children or your grandchildren to get firearms when they shouldn't need to have that extra burden.
Yeah, it's like if you were like say you have a nephew whose birthday's coming up, and you say, hey, you know what? I want to buy him his first rifle. I'll get him a 22, like a bolt action or a Ruger 1022 or something, right? Now, if he's underage, well, it's like saying, oh, he can't own it because he's underage. He's under 21.
He can use it when he goes out shooting to the range with you, or when you go hunting with him. But then it has to go home with you, George.
Yeah, it has to come home. It would have to come home with me, right? And he would not be able to. He would not be able to possess it because he's underage.
Yeah, and that's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
It is stupid and infuriating, as Swamp Dog Armory says.
Yeah, because like when I got my first rifle, my father had gifted me a 20 gauge shotgun, a hunting shotgun. And I was under 18 at the time. I can't remember how old I was. I must have been 15, maybe 16 around there. Because like when I bought my first official rifle, it was a Ruger 1022, and I was already 18, I think, or 19 at the time. I had already bought it. That was like my official rifle that I bought. I had a summer job, and I saved money, and I was like, at that time, the Ruger 1022s were like was it 129 or one something like that? And then like from that on, as years passed, the price went up. So it was like 120 something bucks, $29 maybe, or less.
Daniel's saying you can still give someone a gun under 21 as long as you don't live in a commie state. That's as long as they haven't instituted the same laws that they're going to give money to states for. You see, that's the clincher.
Yeah.
Swampy, I sent you an email if you want to jump in and comment.
Yeah.
You don't have to comment on the YouTube side.
But I agree with you. The thing is that we don't need any more gun control. We need the laws and things, the laws that we have placed already to be upheld. And if law enforcement messes up, like, yeah, we're investigating this guy, but you know what? He didn't look like he was going to do anything. And then about a month later, bam, so he does something. And the guy ends up doing it. See, now that is where I want whatever agency of law enforcement to be accountable for that. Because we could have, that was already for the past couple of years, at least 5, say maybe almost 10 years, there has been some shootings that could have been possibly prevented legally of obtaining a firearm and then using it in a mass shooting. And that was the Pulse nightclub, the church shooting in Texas, and I can't remember the rest right now. But I mean, there was a couple of them that people were being investigated because they had social media posts and they had this going on, and so. And the thing is that when that thing, like I said, if an agency is keeping an eye on somebody and then they say, oh, no, he's not going to do anything.
Yeah,
those are the people.
Scott
See, that
79
is
says
where,
the Pulse nightclub's father was an FBI informant.
mhm.
Yeah.
So
Also, the Pulse nightclub guy was one. You know, he was. I hate to say this like this, but one, he was Muslim,
yeah,
and two,
yeah,
guess what? Guess what? He was a registered Democrat.
yeah, and like the guy in
I mean, come on. I mean, the things they don't tell you and they sweep under the rug. He was a registered Democrat, and two, he was Muslim.
See, and the thing is that
And it's just like, yeah. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Their party doesn't mean anything. Really? Tell that to the Bernie supporter who shot up all those Republicans, and he did it on purpose. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Those people were targeted.
See, and that's what I tell people now when they keep saying, "Oh, this is going to do this. These new laws are going to do that." Because no, it's not.
No, it's not.
People will wait.
Because if some Democrat gets angry enough at another party, or gets angry enough at a situation that they don't like, then they're just going to automatically go and shoot people up like they normally do. I mean, here we've got precedents right now. You've got the Pulse nightclub shooting, and you've got the baseball field shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. Democrats shouldn't have firearms because they can't use them properly.
Yep.
Yeah, they want to throw blanket statements at us. Well, you know what? I'm going to say that every Democrat that owns firearms is probably a terrorist extremist. You see, the problem with throwing blanket statements like that is, it sounds bad. It really does. That's why you shouldn't do it. I'm making this point. Okay. It doesn't work like that. It shouldn't work like that. But apparently, because the Supreme Court justices, gave them one decision they didn't like, apparently they're all extremists.
Yeah.
I mean, Nancy Pelosi said so in her letter, which she signed in black crayon as Nancy.
Yeah. See, and that's all I tell people I want.
And then we've got Captain Sundown, President Biden, coming down and telling us, "Oh, when I come back to the States, I'm gonna fix all this." There's nothing you can fix.
No.
You can't do anything.
No. I read something that his approval rating has been dropping even more.
He still has an approval rating?
Yeah, it keeps dropping and dropping more. People are just starting not to like him now.
I seriously don't understand how that guy has an approval rating anymore. I mean, last I heard it was like 30-something%. Has it gotten even less? Can you have less than 30?
No, I guess.
I mean, is that possible?
Yeah. And the thing that's so sad that it's like, oh, well, since like I hate Trump, I'm gonna side with Biden. It doesn't matter what Biden does, I'm gonna support him. That's all it is.
Apparently, Swamp Dog Armory has some sage advice for us. A negative rating is still a rating. And I wasn't aware that a negative approval rating was still okay.
He's probably like negative 27.
Sam of Anarchy 92 says at Night Strike, watch your blood pressure, buddy. No, I'm fine. It's just I have to have these outbursts. Otherwise, you know what? I'm gonna be yelling at somebody for a while. So I have to have an outburst every now and then. Okay. It's either that or yelling shall not be infringed from every tall building in the city.
I remember the first couple of times when I saw you online and you were ranting on and stuff, and I was like, dude, be careful. I don't want you to have a heart attack.
No, but
I was like, no.
I yell it because that's how much conviction I have in the Second Amendment and our rights.
Conviction and passion.
And people say, oh no, you don't have any conviction. It's like, well, you know what? People don't know me. I mean, unless you've met me in person, you've talked to me for in person several days, you'd understand.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I only had a day to talk with Swampy. I wasn't able to take him to dinner. He left that day. So, Swampy, next time you gotta stay a few days because we gotta you gotta check out some of the places. That night you missed a truly awesome dinner. I went with a few people that night to dinner, and oh my god, I found one of the best, all you can eat buffets ever. Steak and country fried steak and sausage gravy on the buffet.
Oh my, that sounds good.
Yeah.
You get me hungry now.
Yeah. And that was at the PSA gathering. I got some video that I gotta cut and put together, and I'm probably gonna make it one video or maybe 2 videos because there's not enough video there for it to be like a 5-minute video.
Oh, I saw the reel that you did, the
Yeah.
one with the M1 Grand, the one that says, "I like to hear the sound," and you hear the ping,
Yeah,
ping. That's
love
a
that
good one.
sound. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna start doing more, just small, quips like that. I'll do that one with the Garand as I did. I'll do one probably with the M14.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do one with like an AR and the AK just because, why not? Because it's something interesting. But again,
Oh yeah,
it's just, I want to put some content out there. It's just I don't know what to put out there. So,
yeah.
it's placeholders, okay?
Yeah, I mean, you want to put out something that's different, or that not everybody's doing and stuff, so that way your content will be viewed, and appreciated. Like, oh, he's talking about the same rifle. Okay, whatever. And then say, yeah, but if you
And
do it a
it
certain
wasn't
way,
2 years ago, Daniel. It was last year. And I've got the purple gown. I just got to wear it and do a video with it. I forgot which gun I was supposed to use. Yeah, Daniel got me a purple law gown, like the head of the South Carolina Senate.
oh, okay,
And I got to do a video with that.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I've got that. I got to do a video with that. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, yesterday, I was at on the match. Well, I was on, but I was in the chat, and Matt, and Never a Famo show last night, and I was wondering, like, I haven't seen Meta Tupperware for a while. And then he said that I finally saw him. He changed his username, and what they call it. He was saying, "Well, I took a little, step back a bit,
I'm not going to say anything bad about him because honestly,
Okay.
I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't want to get into the situation and any situation of his. Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't want to know what happened. He opened his mouth and inserted his foot is all I know, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, because like he would make these little videos and stuff or live shows where he was just like talking, ranting and stuff, And I thought, wow, they must have got him. YouTube must have, like how they got Honda, like this.
No, he
he's
said
good.
something stupid himself on a live stream and pissed a lot of people off.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about it, so
so
I
much
was just surprised I hadn't seen
so
him.
that it was so bad that EMDM Foss had to make a video about it. Had to talk about it on his chats.
Wow.
It was that bad. And it pissed off. It also pissed off whatchamacallit, Guns and Barbecue. And that's worse. Yeah.
Wow, how can you piss him off, man? He's a good guy, man. He's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
He's my bud,
Yeah. Swamp Dog, I need to figure out how to get 3D VR working on GunTube. I got to work on that too. So, that should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Swampy get me like some video feed or something, just something, a short clip or something I can play around with, see if I can get it working. Because I do want VR on GunTube.
Kind of like what, like how they do on YouTube, the
VR and the 3D stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, Swampy, if you want to jump in, I sent you an email. If you want to jump in and hang out. I don't know if you're doing stuff right now, but via the internet, or you could use the phone call because we do have call-in capabilities with GunTube Chamber.
Yes, please join. More the merrier.
Yes. So, other than that, what else? What else is going on, George? Anything interesting going on with you?
No, not really. Just same old day, same old thing, different day. Yeah.
Swampy, you can talk to us and edit videos at the same time. You know this.
Yeah.
If you can type, you can talk with us. Don't give us that.
Just looking forward to 4th of July, get together with family and.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping the 4th of July ends up being good. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of fireworks that I haven't shot off yet that I gotta use. I got tons of bottle rockets. Bottle rockets out the ass.
Yeah,
I just
that's
can't
awesome.
use them right now because, well, one the backyard is, unless I go into the way backyard where the range is, I can't fire off
Yeah.
any fireworks.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Have you still did cleared out that area, or is it still all brushy and stuff?
It's all brushy and stuff. All I've got is
Mm-hmm.
just like the 50-yard range right now.
Okay.
I mean, at most, if you go for the edge of the property, you can get about 100 yards, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So,
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
yes, Daniel, I'm sure you have. It's called Jackass. Yeah. Daniel says that Night Strike. I seen a documentary once where they launched bottle rockets out of their ass, and yes, it's called Jackass. That's the documentary. Might have been one of the movies. So
Yeah, I was driving around today and I saw that there was already, fireworks stands open and stuff. I was like, wow, cool. They already started selling fireworks. Awesome.
oh man,
Yeah.
we sell fireworks here in South Carolina year round.
Year round, really?
Yeah.
Wow, we got warehouses, like a Mr. G's warehouse, but like they're closed until
Yeah,
like it's
and
time
against the
for
narcissist, and now the streams goes way sideways. No, we're not. We're not. We're just making that note right there, man against the masses, and we're moving on. And yes,
Mhm.
we have there are like 3 different fireworks stands in my city that I live in.
Wow.
I live in a smaller city right outside of Charleston, okay? Because I want to
Mhm.
have that range, and country folk are nicer. And the thing is, there's 3 places. The one I frequent is called Hobo Joe's.
Oh, Joe's. Wow, wow.
The dude that runs it is a conservative hippie. And I didn't think those existed.
That's
But
awesome.
he's super pro gun and he's super pro fireworks. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that pro gun hippies existed. But I'm on board. I'm on board.
Oh, that reminds me, man. I saw a video on I don't know if I shared it. I can't remember if I shared it, but it was a video of somebody in China. It was a
Mhm.
building that was going to get demolished, but the guy that was living there or owned it or something fought off the excavator by shooting fireworks at it. He was shooting like Roman candles and all this other kind of fireworks and stuff. The excavator just ended up, like falling over the side, just like falling. And I was like, what the heck? Wow, that's some powerful fireworks, you know? And it makes you wonder, like, hey, he didn't have guns, but he used fireworks and he kind of like,
Mhm.
he completed his objective, keeping that excavator from, demolishing his building.
He did. He did.
Wow, man, it was awesome.
Yeah. So
It's always crazy and amazing how people like they always talk about like, well, if we get rid of firearms, we wouldn't have any kind of people shooting at each other stuff. And he goes, no, they can still use bows and arrows. They can use spears. They can use all kinds of stuff. It's just that you think that the problem will be solved. You don't think that something else can be used, you know? And my friend used to always send me videos where this guy would make a paper mache rifle and it would launch a dart, and it would just be something like, yeah, if the guy really had ingenuity, he could probably make a good weapon. It's just that it's just for something that he made for fun, you know,
Mhm.
and what they call it, like I said, how some people make their own firearms and stuff, or disposable firearms. It's like, wow, this guy made a shotgun or a pistol out of a piece of wood and some piping and stuff. People are intuitive, intuitive doing making all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They can,
Man against
it's
the masses says you're gonna stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, or honky lighters. Oh man,
all I got is these
whisker whisker
nails.
cherry bombs, Ipsy Dazers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser. Wow, I did. I did not know those existed, man, against the masses. You learn something every day.
Go Joe Dirt.
There you go. So, Daniel, no amount of views are worth that. No amount of views are worth that. And we've got Robert Ribbert Harrison joining us, saying evening at Night Strike. At George, he's saying evening, George. Everyone in the chat.
Hello, chat, and everyone. That's cool.
The Warsaw Patriot says the most dangerous weapon is the human mind and his two hands. He asks if he's right. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say the two hands. I would necessarily say the mind and what he puts in his hands. But we're splitting hairs at that point.
Yeah. I'm surprised Warsaw Patriot isn't with us.
All right. We've got some celebrities out there. We've got Ting Ting out there. I love you, Ting Ting. She's saying hi out there. We've got Sam of Anarchy 92 out there, and look, we've got DJ Play Nice out there. What's going on, DJ? How you doing, buddy? So we got here he is. I told you could jump in and hang out with the Swampy.
Hey y'all, how's it going?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
How about yourself?
How you doing, Swampy?
Doing good.
Awesome.
So Swampy, you were typing out a storm out there on the chat. Do you want to jump in and just reiterate what you said out in the chat?
Sorry, say that again. I had the video playing. I had to stop it. It was echoing on me.
Do you want to reiterate what you said out there in the chat? Because you were typing out a storm, man.
I was supposed to say any particular one of the things, because like you said, I've said a whole bunch of
Actually, now I got you here. You said you spoke about doing the 3D and VR stuff with GunCon, and a lot of people showing interest in that. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
This was the first trip that I took that I was actually able to bring my VR headset with me, as well as the 3D tablet and phone. There's been quite a few folks. I think you and Clover was able to see some of the stuff on the tablet and phone, but I was actually able to show some folks some of the 3D videos on the actual headset, which in the headset, the quality is actually higher than what's able to be put up on YouTube even. So it really blew some folks' minds and got feedback and stuff that I hadn't had before to really encourage me that it's definitely something I'm going to keep pursuing for sure.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, I need to read this one because DJ Play Nice is he's getting antsy out there. He's saying, come on, man. You got no lady fingers, fuzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doodaws, or crap flappers. Okay. We're talking fireworks, and apparently those are some of the fireworks that are out there. So
all I got is these fire snails, or
you got fire snails too. I mean, Swampy, that reminds me. What's your favorite firework?
You can't go wrong with a classic bottle rocket.
All right.
Oh, bottle rockets, man.
All right. George, what's your favorite?
Oh, gosh. I have not bought this personally, but I've seen it being used. It's like those ones that like shoot off like a motor, and it goes really loud. It booms real loud, and it shoots up in the sky, right? And then it like blows up and does like a light show, big ass explosion. Man, those sound so awesome when they fire off. I mean, it's like you're shooting a motor.
I think you mean Roman candles.
Yeah, Roman candles are also awesome.
Yeah, I love Roman candles, but I would have to say that that my favorite would be those big packs of firecrackers.
Uh-huh.
Firecracker. Yeah,
the big old bricks.
The firecracker bricks are my favorite because you get that, because even though you get them in bricks, they're actually just individuals. They're all individuals. So you can just throw a firecracker here, throw a firecracker there. It's great. But anyways, Ting Ting says Chinese chasers are her favorite.
Ooh, the chasers, man, those are awesome.
DJ Play Nice says bottle rockets and Roman candles. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But really,
Okay,
as long
I'm
as
gonna
you're
ask you.
anywhere that you're allowed to use fireworks,
Yeah.
any of them is a good excuse to enjoy your freedom.
Right. And if I
Mhm.
feel like going out to my backyard range and just shooting off fireworks, I can shoot that off all day long, whenever I want. Nobody bothers me because, one, it's in the county, and two, it's in the county. Nobody
Mhm.
cares.
Yeah, it's only as long as you're not in the city.
Yeah. So
I was going to ask. You mentioned you had bottle rockets. Now, are
Yeah.
those the small ones or the bigger bottle rockets?
they're the small ones, yeah, the ones you put in bottles.
And
Yeah.
we used to have those, but they got outlawed here. You know, they got banned. So, like, the
Mhm.
only way you were able to get them if you went to Mexico and stuff, and you brought them back over. But I mean, when we used to have those, we used to just have bottle rocket wars. You know.
Yeah. Let's see. Man Against the Master says M80s. He likes M80s.
M80s. Yeah.
Stuffing M80s into Carp's mouse. Ooh. Apparently he's not a fan of Carp. Yeah, Daniel says you can put them in other things other than bottles. Well, that's your thing, Daniel. That's not mine. All right. Real cherry
An
bomb.
old piece of electric conduit can have some fun times.
You could use electric conduit instead of bottles too. Yeah. But they'll get hot over time, so you might want to bring an oven mitt or something. So
that's when you get your own branded oven mitts like CMMG does.
yeah, CMMG stitched. they got super long oven mitts and they stitched CMMG on the side of it. I've got video of that. That'll be good. So, and that's what they use to fire off the mutant. That when they take that to
and what after about, I wouldn't even say half the day, maybe like one pass through of lines, you pretty much need that mitt to be able to handle that thing. That's popular anytime they bring that out.
Well, and it's funny because Obnoxious One and Sarge asked them why they didn't bring the cooler filled with ice water. And they're like, well, we forgot that we forgot to bring it this time. So they brought 2 uppers instead.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's one way to get around
it. That's like the easiest excuse to fall on though, is to just say, "Oh, we forgot it."
Yeah, we forgot it. But we brought 2 uppers.
Yes, men against the masses out there saying tater cannon.
Yeah, so
tater cannon.
And the reason we're talking about this is because very soon, I think it's next week, even the 4th of July is next week.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Night Strike. Have you dabbled in any of the like making your own homemade shotgun shell fireworks?
I've not dabbled in making my own ammunition or any own fireworks. If you're gonna ask me, have I dabbled in making other things like explosives or anything, I can only plead the fifth on that because I don't want the ATF coming to my house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember some guys would go across Mexico and bring fireworks, and they used to have these fireworks that were made out of, like, how you make a paper football, you fold it, and you make it into like a triangle kind of thing. Yeah. Well, they would put firework powder in there and stuff, and then they put they put the match and the wick, I mean, so like when they. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, the fuse. So like when they put, they would light it up, it would make a real loud bang. I mean, boom, man. I mean, I don't know how much powder they put in those things, but man, they were very, very powerful.
Yep.
And he says like, yeah, that's Mexico. They love they love to do crazy shit over there.
They love to do crazy shit, and they love their 38 Super.
Yeah, the 38 Super. That's always kind of funny, Oh, it's a non-military caliber. Okay, well.
I was gonna say, is Mexico one of them places where you can't have anything that is considered a military cartridge.
Yeah.
You can only have
Yeah.
38 Super, I think, over there, or
38
No.
Super. You can't have 9mm. You
well,
can't
you can have 12
45
gauge,
auto.
right?
I think 12 gauge you should be able to have.
You should be able to have 12
Yeah.
gauge, I think.
Yeah, it's
But-
just like in handgun ammunition, you wouldn't be able to have
Yeah.
that military caliber that they use.
And
stuff like
remember, Mexico only has one gun store, and it's state.
Yeah.
It's run by the state.
Yep.
that. Mexico City. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's just like wow. It's
That's crazy, right? And when I heard about that a long time ago, I was like, my God, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well, how about the DC police being the only FFL in DC?
Yeah, there's that
Wow.
one too.
Yeah, wow, it's crazy there.
They're not going to sell ammo. I can tell you that.
I was trying to remember what country it was, if it was in Central America or it was in South America, that they had these laws that you can own firearms, but the thing was that they only allowed you to buy 2 firearms a year, I believe. And if they got stolen, well, too bad. You got to wait till, you can buy firearms again. And I was like, wow, that's messed up. Because like if you had them stolen, I mean, it's not your fault. It's just like, hey, they broke into the house. They took my guns, and you should be able to, get a firearm, to replace it. But nope,
Mhm.
got to wait till you're 2
Sounds
years
like that
up.
would be encouraging some vigilantism, tracking down your own stuff.
You're right.
Yeah. Saw that on a
Yeah. DJ
documentary.
Play Nice says Mexico City is nuts. It's so population dense and huge. Yes.
Yes, Mexico City is nuts.
So Ting Ting says, so that's why it costs 60,000 pesos for an AK in Mexico City. That's why. Yeah. Because,
No, they're buying them off the Chinese
well,
or the Russians.
And you can get it gold plated.
I don't know if you can get it gold plated. That's not the gold plated ones.
Wrong. You can. In Mexico,
Right.
you can.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right.
Oh, they made one into a rooster.
I call them the cartel specials,
60,000
Gold
pesos
plated.
is about $3,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't quite sound high enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that doesn't sound high enough for a gold plated AK, right?
Or even a regular one. Somewhere
Well, no.
as restrictive as that, I'd assume that they'd have to be higher than the average price in
Right.
a comparable
Yeah.
place over here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, stuff like that don't always make sense. You can't think like people that don't think normal.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
There.
Look at the front sight. The front sight's a rooster.
I don't think you can actually use that.
Well, it'd be pretty hard, but you probably could. I mean, you say you don't think so, but that wouldn't stop someone from trying. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the thing is that rooster there is really a suppressor. It's like when you fire it, it goes
Right.
You don't hear the actual gunshot.
Yeah. Yes, man. Against the masses, he said only. He said only. Only 3K. Yeah.
Wow.
So.
By the way, Night Strike.
What are you eating right now?
Why do you care?
Because I mean, I'm listening to it. Mute yourself if you're gonna eat.
No, it's making you hungry, isn't it?
No, I already ate, but still.
If you really got to know, it's pretzel salad.
Okay, well, mute yourself when you're eating pretzel salad, please.
Pretzel salad?
Yes, pretzel salad. It's thin.
Never heard of that.
Here, you know what? Hold up.
What does it look like?
Oh wow.
Okay, that's interesting.
Strawberries with whipped cream, cream cheese and pretzels.
Okay.
Yeah. I never heard of it, and it's pretty cool that you showed me. That's interesting.
Here.
That does
Hold
sound interesting.
Oh boy, Swampy, what did you do?
Mhm.
Here, this is what it looks like.
Uh,
Yeah, nice.
but that's Jello on top, right?
I ate the gel already.
You ate the Jello already. Okay, all right, fine. Is this
So
one
you
of your
don't-
favorite dishes?
Yeah. Why? You don't like it?
Yeah, it's kind of like a dish that sometimes some
Mhm. Yeah.
receptions will have.
Daniel
you got-
says Night Strike acted like he ain't rolling in the only 3Ks. No, Daniel, I'm not
Oh,
because you haven't donated 3K yet.
Night Strike.
What?
Got a key lime pie one.
Yeah, that's good. What's up,
I was gonna
Swampy?
say that strawberry one right there. They had that at the gun con.
Did they?
Yeah, the one of the food truck places. I forget the name of it, but some of the best barbecue that I've had. They had that for the dessert. That and a strawberry Jello cake.
Ting, ting, ting. That's mean, ting, ting. She said she saw a documentary where a gang member was selling an AK. She was wondering why so much. Yeah,
It's called
she
the
doesn't-
black
she-
market.
she doesn't
Yeah.
like your taste in food, Warsaw.
All right, you do what you want. I don't care.
No, well, what I know as shit on a shingle is a totally different dish. That's more of a meal than a dessert, and that
Yeah.
stuff is good.
Yeah.
And for those of you out there that aren't familiar with that, shit on a shingle is what you have when you have leftover roast turkey or something like that, and you make you some nice toast, and you have your turkey on it and your brown gravy on top of it, and it's just a meal all on its own, but something that's just quick and simple.
It can be chopped beef, it can be turkey, it can be any any meat really.
Mhm.
Yeah, the key is to have the toast and the gravy,
Yeah,
because
that's
your
the key.
toast is your shingle, basically.
So that's what that is.
Nice.
All right, there we go.
Quit muting me.
I'm muting you because you're eating.
I'm hungry.
Well, then get off here and go eat your food and then come back.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, I know. All right.
I
Anyway,
ain't complaining, and I gotta wait another hour before I can eat till the missus gets home.
yeah, well,
Ooh.
I've already eaten, and it just bothers me to hear him smacking his lips. So,
No, you're just hungry for my dessert.
oh, shut it. You see, this is what I get when I run my show. This is what I get. There you go, folks. This is the best I have to offer. I'm sorry. We got PA Reloader out there saying, "Hey, fellas. Hey, PA Reloader. How you doing?"
Hey, how's it going, bud?
You know, Man Against the Master says, budding beef slices. Who can afford a roast? Yeah, these days, yeah, roast prices on rump roasts or just roasts in general, they're through the roof. I mean, I went to Walmart the other day, and they're even they Walmart seriously raised the prices on beef. Have you seen that lately, Swampy?
Honestly, no. I ain't paid attention to the prices in meat in probably 5 years.
Oh my God.
Steak prices going up $30 to $40 right now.
Yeah, prices are going up.
Yeah, prices
When I
going up.
have a fully stocked freezer, I ain't bought meat in who knows how long.
Well, you're lucky because I don't.
Wow. Yeah, 'cause
That was
like,
one thing we were very blessed with the whole COVID and all that stuff going on. It other than the idiots with the whole TP situation, we wasn't really affected as far as people needing to stock up and all that kind of stuff.
Well, wait. Did you have enough TP?
Yep, we didn't have no emergency situations. That's another thing. I ain't even gonna get into that conversation either. But I was debating folks like for a long time on that thing. I was like, y'all are just not thinking.
Well, luckily we didn't run out per se, but it took a while to get some, to make sure that we had enough. But now, whenever we go to the store, it's just like, do they have toilet paper? Yeah, get one or two packages because, now I've got a backlog in case a situation like that happens again.
oh yeah, never know.
Reloader said he's good. You know, he says hope all are well. Yep, awesome. We hope you're doing good this evening too, PA Reloader. Ting Ting is talking to DJ Plain Ice. Says, "Yep, chopped beef and gravy on toast with side of rice is the way I've had it." Yeah, well, that's a good way to have it.
Cool.
I mean, I would Ting Ting. I would try it with mashed potatoes instead of rice on the side. That's also good. It's also good. Jew says that wasn't rice. Ah. Daniel's like saying, "Don't lie, Night Strike. You've got a bidet." I don't. I have a normal toilet just like everybody else. So, anyways, Man Against the Masses says, "My life went on 95% as usual during the COVID pandemic." Yep. So
Yeah, and that was another thing too. Mississippi never actually shut a bunch of stuff down either. So it's, like I said, life pretty much went on as usual for us. We didn't usually go out and do a whole lot of stuff out, like movies and whatever. Anyways, but there, I think total where we was, there might have been 1 month worth of time where they had a quote unquote mask mandate, but folks still didn't wear it most of the time.
Yeah, well, the pandemic was definitely a situation. And for Sand, if you were listening, instead of just jumping in at the last minute and asking what the hell, you would know we were talking about the pandemic. Yeah. And Swampy made the off comment that he did not he didn't have any problems with toilet paper like most people did. So I had a situation where I needed toilet paper, and I had to get it, and I got it. But again, now I always get extra, even if I don't need it, just because of the factor that I don't want to get in a situation where, like with the pandemic, where there's none on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there's another solution.
No, you stop right there. We're not going to talk about your other solutions. I've heard those solutions. They're bad solutions.
You know what the hell it is?
Pine cones.
Pine cones.
No.
No, it's the 3 shells. Come on.
Oh, come on. Come on. That is bullshit. The 3 shells is bullshit.
I'll give you a hint. Right hand uncleaned.
Yeah, no. Shush.
Yeah, do it in Indian style.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, bullshit.
See, this is why I don't invite you.
So I just don't like me entertain you.
No, it's not entertaining. It's just you.
Yeah, like for me, like before the pandemic was hitting, major in our state. My brother was telling me, "Hey, is there something going on?" He goes, "Why? A lot of people are buying bottled water and they're buying a lot of toilet paper." And I said, "Well, the COVID thing is coming, so I guess that's what's going on." So me and my dad had gone to the store and we went to Sam's Club and we bought whatever we could real quick. And then we went to the grocery store, which was holy moly. People were going crazy in the grocery store. They were buying up all the quick stuff to make to eat, ramen soups and ramen noodle soups and like the hamburger patties or whatever stuff that would not take so long.
Vorsan said, "Night Strike, I get in here sooner if YouTube would actually tell me you're streaming." I know, man. I know. It's YouTube. They don't tell you hardly at all. Man Against the Masses says his daughter and son-in-law have tested positive for the second time recently. No jab.
Man.
He says, at Night Strike, what Swampy isn't telling you is he goes through a lot of socks. Ooh, Swampy. Man Against the Masses is onto you.
All I'll say is there's one thing that's in every bathroom besides a toilet that I heard no one else talking about during that whole situation that you ain't got no problem.
Plunger?
Toilet bowl cleaner?
And it boggles my mind that no one else goes to that answer when it is the simplest thing.
Ooh, Ting Ting says, haha, do it like they do in India. Smooth rocks block up the sewers in India's cities.
No.
Ooh.
Right hand unclean means using your hand.
No, we're not doing that. That's gross.
I
No,
was going to
thank
say,
you.
do none of y'all have a shower right beside your toilet within like a couple of steps distance?
Yes.
Hmm.
And
That's
yes,
all I'm going to say.
and yes, you can just wash it off, but it's still. Yeah.
I mean, you have a worst case scenario. That's like the simplest, quickest thing versus worrying about
That's the
trying to
worst
find
case
clothes
scenario.
or
Yes.
leaves or whatever.
Yeah. All right, let's move on from this topic, please.
Mhm.
I did not want to get into this, but somebody went.
Hey, y'all kept pushing it. I wasn't gonna get into
I
it.
wasn't pushing. The audience was pushing.
Bullshit, you were pushing it.
Well, pushing it kind of gives us the problem where we were at. So
Yeah, no. Pushing it is what Man Against the Masses is doing right now, saying Swampy uses the pulse mode. That's pushing it.
Mhm.
See,
I ain't fancy enough to have a pulse mode.
yep. Oh, oh. Hold on. We got a
Get
super chat.
down.
We got a super chat.
Oh,
Firefighter gave us a super chat saying, "Best strudel flavor, go." Ooh, best strudel flavor. I'm gonna
Strawberry
have
cream cheese.
strawberry cream cheese is good, but I think I'm gonna have to go with apple.
I have not had an apple strudel. That might change my mind.
Apple strudel with apple strudel with cream. It's delicious.
I did have something happen today that actually is a good change of topic. Nothing to do with food or any of that other stuff that
What
I
super
was
chat?
wanting to talk about.
It's a super chat, so we go through that. George, what's your favorite strudel? What flavor?
What do you mean strudel?
Strudel. It's a pastry.
Oh, like what? Like a Pop-Tart type deal? Or what?
It's more similar to like a Danish.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I never really eat that very much, but I guess any kind,
You're not helping. Okay, Warsaw, what's your favorite strudel flavor?
skip.
Huh?
No comment. I don't have strudel.
I was gonna say that's all I could think of was toaster strudels.
There's cherry.
If
There's
I had to pick strawberry,
strawberry. Okay, strawberry I can deal with. All right. So there we go. So Swampy, you said you had something you had something you want to mention. Go for it.
Yeah, this morning I actually got my first first notification that one of my posts or videos was taken down on Instagram.
Really?
Wow.
And it took me half a day to scroll through and finally find the post that they was talking about. And apparently there's some not very well known rapper that did a song using a sound clip from one of Biden's interviews. And I have the actual video of that Biden interview shared on my Instagram, and it flagged it as using his copyright music.
It wasn't though.
hey, nice trick.
What Warsaw?
You read my comment?
No, I didn't read your comment.
Get down.
No, I'm not going to say that on air.
Hashtag Brandon, my butt was wiped.
Yeah, well, speaking of Brandon and speaking of Biden,
let's go, Brandon. I agree.
There we go.
Or how about the other one? No one.
Oh yeah.
The thing.
All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Yes, you know the thing. Yes.
But yeah, that's what I thought was funny.
Or how about the other one? That I'll make a strategy that.
Okay, all right, one more.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
I don't know how to spell that.
That's the one I was trying to bring up, but I can't even say what he said.
Yeah.
I can barely even make out what he's saying, but it makes me laugh every time he says it.
I feel bad for the stenographers.
You know, nice Rick. I'm surprised there's no law to prevent a president from actually taking office, especially if he has the mental capacity like Biden.
Well, the problem
I
is
thought there was supposed to be like a medical clause thing.
the problem is that he's always been the dull kid on the playground, and people don't like it when you pick on the retarded kid.
Excuse me?
No, I'm gonna say I'm saying the quiet part out loud. The left, and people in general don't like it when you pick on the retarded or the dull kid.
Well, the left can go F itself because he's have the nuclear codes.
Well, he honestly
Yeah.
he doesn't have the mental capacity to use them.
Okay.
Otherwise, this whole Russia situation with the Ukraine would be over
Yeah.
by now.
You know,
I
and
guess
that-
that's kind of the safety part of it is if he can't figure out how to open the case to be able to push the button, then the button's safe.
The button is safer than it's ever been.
you know, and I used to hear people like when Trump was going to become president back in the day, and it was like, oh my God, he has access to the button. Oh my God, I don't want to go to war. I don't want my kids to go to war. So I was like, dude, you're overreacting, man. And what happened throughout his term? Nothing happened. He never threatened to press buttons or anything like that. He never did anything. And now it's like people are just like, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait,
now
wait
Biden-
now.
Well, hold
because
on.
he did
They're trying to
with
do this
that whole
January
Korean
5th
thing.
committee right now.
Mhm.
I was gonna say he did get old North Korean dude to kind of back down when he was threatening using his button, and all he said is my button's bigger than yours.
You're talking Kim Jong-un? Kim Jong-un?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Apparently, G-Web says Biden is his co-pilot. I did not know you needed a co-pilot, G-Webs. I thought the dog was your co-pilot.
Oh,
Yep.
Flying Rich has a golden comment out there.
What did he say?
He said he has a card. You request case. You open case. You push the red button.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just hope that Biden doesn't mistake the red button for the nukes, you know, as the pudding dispenser, you know.
The pudding dispenser, yeah.
I ran out of pudding. I want pudding. No,
Yeah.
no, not that button.
Is that the ice cream button?
The teleprompter zoom button.
The teleprompter zoom button, the ice cream button, the pudding button. Who knows? You know, Krabby Turtles out there saying "wee." All right. So with that, we went all over the place. I didn't think we would go all over the place, but we did. So we made it. So with
But
that,
yeah, going back to that
go for it.
post, that's what I'm fixing to be trying to look into is the actual way about appealing that or whatever. Because like I said, you can clearly tell. Number one, the dude's song didn't even come out until a couple months ago, and the post that I shared is from a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Ting Ting says the blue button is for pudding, red button is to piss off Putin. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Ting Ting.
I don't know what's worse,
That's it.
Putin or Trump. I mean, not Trump.
No.
Putin or Biden.
Now we just
Biden-
have to hope you don't go colorblind.
Putin is definitely worse than Biden, but they're both bad.
They're both
regardless.
bad, dude.
Yeah.
Putin is definitely the worst of both of them. Biden is the lesser of two evils, but make no
But
mistake, he
you
still
gotta
is evil.
consider the economy.
I know.
Mhm.
It could be worse, and don't ask me how. It just could, because I have no idea.
That's right.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to be outsmarting Putin.
No, but if he keeps losing generals left and right, he's going to have to bring back some really, really fat Russian generals because, have you seen the latest Russian general he had to press into service because, he's been losing too many in the Ukraine.
Well, that's what you'll
Ukraine's
find out. It'll be like their guns. You'll start having personnel getting brought back in that hasn't seen stuff since the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? At
Yep.
this point, I think Poland needs to get involved in Ukraine.
Yeah, Scott 79. He says no. Biden is not the lesser of two evils. Well, between him and Putin, he is the lesser of two evils. But but Putin is still more evil than him.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's evil. He's the Diet Coke of evil.
All right.
Just one calorie, not even enough.
well, remember what President Biden said. He said the state of the economy is all at Flying Rich's fault. Okay, we heard this here first. Breaking news from Man Against the Masses. He says this economy is all at the fault of at Flying Rich because of that house, that car, at the same time. All Flying Rich's fault. Okay.
Yeah, I heard that took out the East Coast power too.
It took out the power too. So there we go.
Well, how
All
about
right.
Trudeau? Now here's a question: what about Trudeau?
We don't talk about Castro's illegitimate child. Okay.
He's ruling Canada.
He's
I
ruling
never
Canada
even
time.
I don't
knew
know who
about
that. I don't know who she is.
Okay, Swampy, what's up?
I said I never even knew about that until I started seeing some of the videos of people talking about that. And once you look at it, even not knowing about it, like I said, having a background of not caring, not paying attention, it's like too obvious not to notice.
Yeah, it's a joke that was going around, and then that joke started to get traction, and people started looking at pictures of his father, a younger version of his father, and Fidel Castro, and he looks more like Castro than his younger father. So
It's one of them things. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, type of thing.
yeah, more or less.
All right, here I got
All
one
right.
for you.
And with that, we're gonna leave on that note. So, George, do you have anything you want to tell people about?
Yes, just thank you for the invite. It's great to be here always. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, I go under South Texas AR Guy. And I give little words of wisdom by saying in Spanish, El tiempo lo cura todo. Means time heals all.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, Warsaw, you're gonna get us banned in China. You know this?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right.
Hey, they don't give two fucks with their leader. They don't like their leader.
Yes,
But
GWebs,
they can't say that though.
I can legally say on that note, I can. I've got permission. I've got the rights to it. So with that, Swampy, thank you for jumping in. I know we kind of pressured you into it, but thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's all good.
All right. For Swampy, when's your next show?
I'm actually hoping to get some folks on for this Thursday. If not this Thursday, then next week for sure. We'll be doing another Swamp Talk show.
Well, if you need anybody, I'll be there for you.
Sounds good.
All right. With that, we will see you guys later. Everyone, take it easy. Thank you all for listening. This was Hit or Miss, and shall not be infringed.
Shall not be infringed.
How do I turn this damn thing off?
God bless
The blue
America.
button. The blue button.
The orange button.
No, the blue button.
The orange one. God damn it.
What about the purple one?
No, don't
No,
touch
no,
the purple.
no.
Don't touch the purple. Don't touch purple.
Don't touch
No,
purple.
no, purple, no purple.
Swampy, which color button do you think it is?
Orange. God damn it.
It's always the yellow one.
Orange.
Okay, I'm pushing the